Hey guys, it's Oak. I'm back again with another video. My retribution sequence has become quite popular. It's been popular probably since Dragonflight because it's very easy to use, but some people still have questions. So I'm going to do a little tutorial on how exactly to use it. I also updated a new version of it, so I'm going to show you how to switch between the two and get the most out of the sequence. So with that said, here we go. Alright, so let's start with the main change to the sequence. So the main change is that there are now two versions because in the community there's some conversation as to using execution sentence versus using final reckoning, whereas in the past you wouldn't use final reckoning because the benefit didn't outweigh the damage of execution sentence, but we're finding now that in high level keys Final Reckoning performs better and it provides a lot more burst, and overall through a dungeon in a higher key, I would say probably 12s or 13s or higher, that Final Reckoning performs better. The two are used quite differently though, so the sequence had to be edited to basically create two versions of it, depending on which of these two talents you use. So raid build is going to stay the same. You know, you'll still use the execution sentence raid build. So when you open up GSE, you go /GSE. You have the sequences, which is the top button here. It'll pull up your sequence editor. You'll look at the different sequences, and depending on what you're doing, you will either use ES for execution sentence or Final Reckoning for the Final Reckoning, obviously. For configuration, essentially we could do where it always uses Final Reckoning for Mythic Plus, but for Raid it will always use execution sentence, so you can just do this and hit save. You'd have to do that for both the single target and the AoE sequences. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. Now, to get into the sequence, there are three versions, or three sequences included in this. The three sequences are Oak Ret ST, which is for single target. For retribution, you want to use that when there is only one target. Okay. If you have anything more than one target, you'll usually want to use the AoE version, which is the Oak Ret AE. So you'll want to keybind three different keys. So, like I have single target set to left bracket, I have AE set to right bracket, and I have no CDs set to backslash. The difference between all three of these is the single target and the AoE. They have all your cooldowns and everything in there. You will need to use modifiers for some of your cooldowns, and I'll go over that. But essentially what you'll want to do is you'll want to go into your pack of mobs, and then you'll want to spam either the single target or the AoE button. And when you get close to that mob being dead, and you know that you're going to be moving on to another pack soon, sometimes you'll want to hold off on using your cooldowns. So that's when you'll want to start spamming the no CDs version instead. So right now I have Final Reckoning as my my build. So we have the target dummies here. When I go into the pack, I'm going to spam my key and then hold down control, and what it will do is it will do a Final Reckoning followed by a Divine Toll followed by a Divine Hammer. You want to hold down the button until all three of these have gone off, and then you'll let go of control and just continue spamming your key. If for some reason Wake of Ashes is not firing off, you can hit Control, or you can hit Alt or Shift, and then it will force a Wake of Ashes to go off. So that's essentially the entire gameplay of this. If you're using execution sentence, then holding down control won't use Final Reckoning. It'll just do Divine Toll and Divine Hammer, and Alt will then do execution sentence followed by Wake of Ashes. These will all be just fired off automatically. Okay, so when you go into a pull, you want to start spamming your key when you get in there and hold down control. You see Final Reckoning, Divine Toll, Divine Hammer, then Wake of Ashes, and then you're just going through your basic routine. Get this off of overall. You see that I'm bursting at over 8 million damage. And that's essentially it. So then if you get towards the end of the pack and you start holding or start spamming your no CDs button instead, it's not going to blow any of these abilities. It's not going to blow Wake of Ashes, it's not going to blow Final Reckoning, it's not going to blow Divine Toll or Divine Hammer. Okay, but it'll use every other ability. The no CDs is set default for a single target because a lot of times when you're at the end of a pack, there's only one target left. If there's still multiple targets left towards the end of your pack, then while you're spamming your no CDs button, you want to hold down control, and that'll make it do Divine Storm instead of Final Verdict. So you see how it's doing Divine Storm now instead of Final Verdict. But if you let go of control while you're spamming the no CDs button, then it will do Final Verdict instead. Alright, so that's if you're Final Reckoning. I'm going to wait till we get out of combat, and then I'll show you how it works with execution sentence. So if for some reason you're needing to change, you want to wait until you're out of combat. You'll set your default to execution sentence instead. You have to save it afterwards. And you do the same thing with the single target. So execution sentence and then save. Okay, once it says that it's saved down here, you should be good to go. Obviously you want to change your talent back to execution sentence. The same deal. You'll want to run into here. You hold control until these two abilities fire off. You may need to hold Alt right after that to make these two abilities fire off. So start spamming your key and hold control. See, it got those two off. Now I'm holding Alt, and now I got those two off. And now you're just back into your basic rotation. So you always want to watch these two. You see this also burst at over 8 million, so both talent builds are good. They both work well. So it's really your preference on which you want to use, whether it's execution sentence or Final Reckoning. So the whole time you'll watch these abilities. If execution sentence and Wake of Ashes become off cooldown and it's not going off for some reason, just hold Alt and it'll make those fire. You'll want to watch your Divine Toll and your Divine Hammer. When Divine Toll comes off cooldown, you'll want to hold control while you're spamming your AoE button. So in 5 seconds you know that you're going to want to hold control. So here we go. We're holding control. Does Divine Toll, then Divine Hammer. You let go of control. This is all while you're spamming your AoE button. Let's say it gets towards the end of the pack, you start spamming your no CDs button instead of your AoE button. If you hold control, so it does Divine Storm, sorry. Had a brain fart there. And It just goes into finishing things off until you're ready to move into the next pack. And you see, because you're using the No CDs version, Execution Sentence and Wake of Ashes are not firing off. So that's it. That's how you do big numbers with GSE and a Retribution Paladin. Retribution is pretty easy to sequence for. There are some other classes that are more difficult. I've had some success with Beast Mastery Hunters, Unholy DKs. I have a Fury sequence that I'm going to releasing soon. But yeah, I'm going to try to get into a dungeon so we can show this off a little bit more. And yeah, enjoy. Alright, here we go in a 13 Theater of Pain. This is with a pug. So, holding control, we get 3 spells going off. Let's get the Bloodhorn dead first.
Breath incoming. Withering touch soon. Decaying breath soon.
17 seconds, we're going to hold control again.
Incoming. Mighty smash soon. AOE incoming. Barrier.
6 seconds.
Withering touch soon. Noxious force. Decaying breath soon.
Just go ahead and pop a defensive. Gonna hold control. We'll see the 3 go off. There they go.
Fury death soon. Decaying breath soon. Withering touch soon. Breath incoming. Counter. Counter. Decaying breath soon. Breath incoming. Mighty smash soon. Watch your withering touch soon. AOE incoming. Counter. Withering touch soon. Run out.
Right. And that's that. Let's go down.
What a disappointment! How unexpected!
A little drink.
It seems our little pups have some fight after all. Now that the
My dog wants to go out. Perfect time for that. Nope. Love how when you come down, everybody's backwards. They don't know which way to go.
We'll see how long you can last. Let your weapons speak for you.
Watch your step.
Love this one. It's just a single target.
Watch your step.
Oh, I went the wrong way. There we go. Oh, now they came back. Great. Okay. Oh. 2 seconds. We're gonna hold control while spamming. There we go. Alright, all 3 spells went off. Now you're just back to your rotation as usual.
Watch your step.
Looks like no cooldowns are going to be going off before this guy's dead, so I can just stay with a single target.
3, 2, 1.
And we made it! Woo!
Interrupt.
Alright, we're gonna hold control. The 3 should go off in succession, and they did. Let's get the healer up, so hold control over the healer. That's how B-resing works. You just mouse over the dead person and you hold control. Really hope I'm recording right now. I think I am. That ding 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 is when my tier set goes off. Alright, looks like we're going to sneak past this guy too.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, somebody did not make it, so...
Your survival wasn't necessary.
That was bad. Let's see if they have some way of getting us up. They should have a B-res, I hope. And same guild Discord on the rocks. This will be interesting. Yeah, look, we made it through. Wonder how they're gonna manage. Invispot? Yeah, look at that. Okay. Guess we only lost a few seconds. Redo my dragonflight rune.
You had best make this
Brutal combo.
interesting.
Soon.
Throw before the storm.
Oppressive banner. Soon.
Huh. The control thing didn't work again for some reason. Oh, it's because I'm single target.
Might of Maldraxxus. Soon. Watch your
I
step.
didn't update it on the single target one.
Soon.
That's unfortunate. I'll update it after this instance is done. Right, the hunter, they usually let the melee
Target you.
kill them.
Oppressive banner. Soon.
Attack totem.
He's gonna die here in a sec.
Might of Maldraxxus. Soon.
Alright.
Brutal combo. Soon. Watch your step.
Can you match my strength?
Oppressive banner. Soon.
Attack totem.
I do know why those 3 abilities are not going off in succession, and I will fix it after this dungeon.
Brutal combo. Soon. Light and glory. Soon.
And again, and the hunter
Oppressive
again.
banner. Soon.
3 seconds I'll have
Attack
Wake of Ashes, so he'll go down really fast.
No equal.
Might of Maldraxxus. soon. Rule combo soon. Watch your step.
Can you match my strength?
Oppressive banner soon. Attack totem.
No equal.
Might of
This fight goes to the mage since the mage hasn't been dragged down yet.
Watch your step.
Can you match my strength?
Rule combo soon. Line of glory soon.
Show me what you
Yep, me and the hunter again.
Soon. Target you. Attack totem.
fall before the storm.
Might of Maldraxxus soon. Rule combo soon. Watch your step.
Cower before my might.
Only
I thought I
the
bubbled in time.
strongest survive.
Dang.
Oppressive banner soon.
They should have this.
Attack totem.
My blade knows no equal.
Just to invoke his
Might of
boss.
Maldraxxus soon.
Oh man, I hope they get it.
Match my strength.
I hope they get it.
Rule combo soon.
They got it.
Our challengers have passed the first trial, but they're still a long way from the title! Look what we have here!
Down there making a big pull.
Neat!
Barrier.
Popping a potion.
Counter. 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 Bank the pressure. Counter. Counter.
See. First over 12 million there. Gonna need to fix the sequence though.
Only the strongest survive.
Are they in combat? There we go. Bubbling since I have all the aggro.
Watch your step.
Get that withering discharge. If not, get the meat shield.
Watch your step.
Now this is a resilient 13. I have not timed a 13 top yet, so
Watch your step.
maybe this will be the one.
Counter.
Oh, frick. Almost no way to get out of that.
Counter.
Switching to no CDs.
Counter.
Because the next ball will probably go into the boss. Yep.
New hooks soon. Tenderizing smash soon. Run. New hooks soon. Tenderizing smash soon. Run.
I'm in a good place.
New hooks soon. Tenderizing smash soon.
Single target. I'm going to switch to AoE for when I pop the 3 cooldowns together.
New hooks soon.
There we go. All 3 off. Going back to single target. I only did that because I have not fixed the single target sequence yet.
Bane suppression. New hooks soon. Tenderizing smash soon. Run. New hooks soon. Tenderizing smash soon. Run.
I'm going to switch to AoE for a bit because we're getting too many of these.
Watch your feet. New hooks soon. Tenderizing smash soon. Tenderizing smash soon.
Single target.
Run. New hooks soon.
I'm not going to res him. Be a waste of battle res. The boss is so low.
Another trial down! Looks like we might have some real contenders here!
What's up with the hunter? Gotta hope he's not offline.
Mortal lives are so fleeting, so fragile.
This can still be timed, in my opinion.
Interrupt. Countered. Barrier. Interrupt.
Looking like a paladin's AoE Wake of Ashes stun.
Only the strongest survive.
Release or run?
Interrupt. Countered.
I don't know if this is a GG situation. Looks like it might be. Yep. Hunter's offline. Oh well, that was an attempt at a demonstration of doing a full dungeon run. But you see, after 2 resilient key attempts, 2 fails.
At ease.
The fails obviously were not the fault of the sequence.
Imprison.
But the loss of the hunter, that definitely does not help things. So I'm probably going to continue, and we'll see if we record that one. But yeah, if not, if you like the video, and you want to see more of this content, make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up to like the video, comment down below, and thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.